Hello, welcome to Train Simulator Classic, where last time we played with Baldwin RF16 PRR, the PRR Pennsylvania Railroad. I would put in front, although it looks like they put it behind here so that it gets sorted correctly by locomotive type rather than by company. But anyway. Kangafango, hello. Marky, welcome. Okay, so yeah, the Black 5 is next, and this specifically is the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway 1. So yeah, and apparently it's a winter scenario, another one. We've got this one, but that's too short. Unless, well, actually, what would the next one be? Hold on. This one, what map would this be? Oh, Tehachapi Pass. We've already done that one. Hold on. Yeah, because I'm not doing repeats of stuff because that we've done recently. How long would these be? Nah, I think we would. Yeah, let's give it the proper time it deserves, and let's do the 50-hour one, which is actually, ooh, that's a night one. Drive a night train from Bath Green Park to Binnagar, where the service terminates and your shift will end. Try to arrive on time so you can last orders at the what? Try to arrive on time so you can last orders at the local pub. Okay, well, let's give this a go. It's been ages since we've done a night train. Night mail over the border. Yeah, no, yeah, sure, good. Hello, Somerset and Dorset Railway Black 5 is just the standard Cujo Rail Black 5 from the European Local Acid Pack. Yeah, it's the old one. The one from the Western Lines of Scotland has been upgraded a bit, improved a bit, I think. But I do believe that is not the one we're going to play with today. Also, I just realized with how dark the face cam is currently, that actually will fit quite nicely with the night session, I think. Real Hanswasser, hello, welcome. We're going to drive the Cujo Black 5 on the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway at night and winter. How are things with you? Yeah, the stream title. This is the night mail crossing the border. Yeah. Bahamas, is that? Bahamas? Oh, that's a wonderful picture. Sorry, which picture do you mean? I'm not sure which one's that one. You mean? No, not that one, probably. Or maybe it is that one. This one? Roundhousey one. I don't think. Well, it says Bahamas, but that's the one who took the screenshot, I think. Like, it's the name of the user who took the screenshot, not the location. With the warships. Yes, Western 1, 2. What did I say? Yeah, Bahamas, I know. Alright. There was... What was the username? Something Bahamas. Bahamas. Was China Clay for export route? Sure. Your username was above it. I know what you mean, the facecam, yeah. Look, the loading bar has cut off the text at the bottom. It was 4556 something. Oh, and anyway, here we are. Are we gonna get? Okay, your shift finishes at 11 p.m. at Binnagar. Try to get there on time so you can make it to the pub for last orders. Use your briefing to check your schedule, arrival and departure times. Sure, here we are. Turn on lights. Well, light. Ooh. Bath. Ahem. Here we are. Let's turn on this. Release the brakes. I hope that this is going to go well. Blowers open, cylinder cocks open. We've got the signal, yes? I think so. What's our speed limit? 15? 30. Okay. Speed limit's 30. Right. So I'm just gonna... What's the current level of coal? 65%. Okay, well... So 65% translates to about a farmers of 1,100-ish. Okay, so... oh, this? No, it wasn't that, I don't think. Probably not. Probably, I don't know. Bath used to have articulated unibuses that... But they've since all been scrapped. So up Holland again. This. Okay. And I doubt that... I'll actually have to try and remember the keybinds for the injectors. I think that L and O is for the live steam injector, and I and K is for the exhaust steam injector, yes? Yep, and we're going this way. And that goes up to 70 miles an hour. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna open the firebox doors. Oh, and it doesn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't cast light because, well, this is a bit of an older asset. I'm gonna shovel more coal though, because we're gonna head up a grade here. Brake on running. Yeah, but and there is also a tunnel coming up, I believe. Yes? I think so, at least. Hold on. Is there a way that I can change the gamma slightly? I don't think so, not like this. Actually, I'm going to increase the reverse a little bit so that we're no longer blowing off. Oh yeah, because we're generating a lot of steam currently. I can increase it to just about 56. Yeah, about 55% ish, and we're still staying about even. That all looks okay. The grades just changed slightly, and we're accelerating. Lovely. So, Holland soon to be drunks if the journey ends at a pub. Yeah. Yikes. Good thing they're not drunk yet. Hello, I'll bust through. Hello. Nighttime in Dorset. Well, Somerset. I bet we can only see shadows in the face cam because of the fire. I pledge money, me. Reduce this slightly. Is this going to make us go faster or slower? Ah, here's the tunnel. Okay, close the firebox doors. They're closed, yes? Nope, they're not. Why aren't they closed? Shut those. Good thing I checked. If only this was a more modern locomotive with an actual light on the inside. Although we can enjoy the light like this, even though the sound design isn't different in here. At least I can see the text pretty well. Also, once we crest this hill, so basically when we exit the tunnel, I'm gonna open the exhaust injectors to increase our water levels slightly. Oh, no, it's a second tunnel we're gonna enter. Oh. Oh, it's nice that you can see inside with at least the passengers. Yeah, you can tell that there's a bit of an older DLC. And into the tunnel. Which means we're gonna head downhill now. Which means I'm gonna try the opening the exhaust injectors if I press on this button. Is that gonna increase our water level at all? Do I have to press no repair or reset? Okay, that is not increasing. Is it the other button? Let's see. Ah yes, now the boiler water level is increasing again. So K opens the injector and then I'm assuming I closes it. Yes? Okay, now we're out of the tunnel. I can actually hear myself again. What's the grade looking like? Oh, there's a 30. Where's the brake pressure thing? Oh, I see it. Oh, we're gonna go much too fast. Oh yeah, there we are, losing all our power. Oh, there's a station there. Whoops. I completely forgot about that. Yep, well, this isn't gonna work out. Yeah. Okay. And I didn't save. Well... Nah, I thought that a nighttime scenario would be nice, but I didn't realize that the train... Because I was thinking of it like with a Bessemer Lake Erie, where in that locomotive they've got all the lit up dials, and they've got the cab light, and they've got all that... the lighten the coaches and that sort of stuff, but yeah, that's not the quality of this DLC. So I guess this one it is then, goods to market. Okay, let's do this one then. It's unfortunate. Loving the scenery. Also, this game audio is a bit loud. Okay. I know, well, we were in a tunnel and blowing off. He can't read your messages, it's too loud. Yeah. Can't hear you, that's better. I use certain sound, yeah, I know. Really, for the majority of the stream, 000 RGB. Yeah, on a 2007 Kuju steamer, nah. I mean, these ones, those steamers there, they'd probably have lovely interior lighting. Those ones as well, probably. Who knows? Yeah, because I was imagining, like, do you remember when I did that? Oh, 1 second. Many goods are being sent from market. To market from Templecombe. Bring various goods from Cole and Winkerton? Winkerton. But to Templecombe by 5:50, where they'll be sorted and sent around the country. Okay, well, what do we actually have to do? Cole 2. Well, we're already at Cole 2. Ah, okay. This now is all about keeping your freight safe and intact. Be careful braking, navigating bends, and while coupling. You will be penalized for any damage to the goods. Begin with the wagons in Cole siding 3, then siding 2, setting the junction manually. Okay. So, Winkerton. Just call it wine carton. Keeping to the theme of pubs and drunkards, eh? Of course. I mean, I do like how shiny this locomotive is in the rain here. Okay, so basically the far ones first. So those ones first. Go forward and then it'll automatically do the thing. Can I? Okay, well the signal's cleared. Good. Well now we can actually see what's going on. Ish. Speed limit 70, probably going down to 15 on the siding, I would guess. Look, there's a train. How can you have those lights like that? I can have those lights like that. Also, that was a different loco. That wasn't the one I've got. Okay, now's a good time to test the brakes. Dropping down to like 10 inches of mercury. Okay, well that's a little slow to change, like the lever, but everything else is probably okay. Right. What's the speed limit changing to? 15, yeah. Right, so... Where are lines? Yeah. Looks wonderful, despite being 16 years old at this point. That was a 7F. Oh, right. And those also only come with that head coat. Ah, I sense a mystery afoot. A mystery afoot? No! Although, bit of good news. I have actually managed to get... So, quite a while ago, as a reward from one of... I think it was from Slovak Eagles competition, I got a game on Steam called Sailwind, and it was really, really laggy, but today I found out a trick how I can get it to run while not being laggy and streaming. And I did test that, and it worked. Okay, self-lapped. Now I just need a couple. And so you may see that sometime soon. Sailwind is a lovely game, one which I've only had a little test game of it, just a tiny little bit to see the performance. Other than that, I've not played it, so I'm probably going to get horrendously lost, stranded at sea, and then I'm going to have to get rescued a lot. We'll see. By the way, what do we have loaded? Probably like finished goods or, well, gravel, boxes, gravel. Okay. Ooh, is there a signal I need to be... No, that's clear, okay. There is a dwarf there, but he's a bit drunk and wonky, so I can pass him without issue. And brakes. Yeah, the brake lever does move a little slowly compared to other locomotives, but that's okay. So I need to switch. This scenario is much more fun than the other one. Release the brakes. And go backwards. Come on, go backwards. Also, I am just quickly going to shovel in a little bit more coal. Don't want to go too fast now. Come on. Actually, I'm going to apply the brakes slightly. Yeah, because I want to prepare the fire for heading out onto the main line. We've still got plenty of water in there. I'm going to rechat soon once I've coupled. Good. I call that a gentle nudge. You can set her for Wincanton. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough coal. Okay. So stop that. Okay. Well, you have to pick up more wagons. Okay, good. Check the dwarf. Dwarf is fine. Save, and then let's rechat. 1 second. So, right, mystery foot. And 1 tail lamp option, I think. Heyo, it's been a while. How are you? Hiding from all the sun and heat, Kangafango. Alright. If my computer is on, it makes the room too hot. Well, then you're playing Minecraft with too long a render distance. Wildfires? Oh, right. 14 years, Kango. Oh, 2009? I see. Sailwind is great. Sailwind? Yeah. Yay, wind. So is Sailwind basically similar to Sea of Thieves, only without the battles and fighting? Well, it's basically a single-player sailing simulator in which you take small to medium-sized sailing vessels between islands, delivering cargo navigating using what I, from a layman's point of view, seem pretty realistic actual navigation tools, basically. While also not essentially passing out because of dehydration, malnutrition, or lack of rest and having to be rescued. I think that's pretty much covers it. If it's more realistic sailing than Sea of Thieves, you can go, a dwarf? That's clearly a garden gnome. Ha. Oh, right, nice. I've not played either as of yet, but I have watched someone stream Sea of Thieves well back in 2021, I believe. Yeah, if Sailwind were multiplayer, that would be great, I think. Sailwind brings that feeling of vast adventure as you set off for the first time. I remember the purchasable with actual money pets, parrots and such. That does sound great. Kai Win. Kai Kantor. Yeah. Right, let's go! Break in running, and throttle open, and let's go. I'm assuming I've got to head forwards, yeah. Oh, that's enough, okay. Oops, that's not what I meant. What keyboard command did I use there? I have no idea what keyboard command I used there. Not Madron, it was a note. Okay, and then the speed limit goes up to 70, but we've got 4.3 miles to go, so I need to keep an eye on that, as we've learned last time. Yeah, it was probably one of the services. Maybe that one that just passed us. That one back there. Yeah, it's probably that guy's fault. Okay, we're in the 70 zone, so let's accelerate. Now I'm just trying to keep the steam usage rate a bit under / at the steam generation rate. Cylinder cocks are closed, that's all good. Ooh, actually, hold on. Why is that signal red? Are we gonna fail this scenario already? Because I didn't see the red signal. I thought we were green! Oh, it just switched to clear. That was close. Okay. Never mind. I need to pay more attention. Yeah, that wasn't very good for the locomotive, that handling, unfortunately, but at least we will be able to actually continue while the brakes release and steam blows off. Okay, where's the next signal? Oh, it's a long ways away, which makes sense given that the speed limit here is 70. Also, look, this has an actual speedometer in here because I think that GWR locomotives didn't have that, so that's interesting. Oh, there's a terrifying hand there. Let's not look too closely at that. Okay, come on, why was this low? Are we going uphill? Very slightly. Probably because of mismanagement of the locomotive, I would assume. Although I do like the little added particle of steam down there. Like, they did clearly put effort into this locomotive. It's just really old. Let's have a little drive-by. Ooh, although, this might be better contrast for a screenshot. Do we have a brake van? Yes, good. Does that brake van have a... Oh look, the brake van has an interior view. Lovely. Check the map. All clear. Good. How many miles? 3.2. Oh wow, I used a lot of steam there because I didn't keep an eye on the usage rate. Hello, Code Monkey, welcome. This is the old Somerset and Dorset joint railway. Why is this so tricky? What's the grade? Actually, the grade is not that steep. Oh, hello, Amichu. We've got a really old version, or like we've got the old DLC version of the Black 5, the British Standard Class 5, hauling a goods train on the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway, and this is a really old DLC. I'm currently having some issues. I don't know really what's the matter, because we're on a 1 in 100 grade, going uphill. But that shouldn't really be that big of a problem. Interesting. Right. Madronnet? No. Yeah, so yeah, tell me it's a ghost. Phew. A shave. Okay, yeah, now we're picking up a bit of speed. Did we crest the grade? Well, the grade, I guess it must have been the grade. Huh. Because now that the grade's gone down to 1 in 116, we're actually gaining speed quite rapidly. Also, I do need to open the injectors. Oh, it's a toggle! That explains it! I didn't see that last time because it was night. And we're losing pressure because of, well, two main things. Losing a bit of pressure because of the water injection and also because of the regulator position. Yeah, this route is set in the steam era. These tracks have since been torn up. Okay, so the injector is doing an okay job. Slowly losing pressure, but that's okay. Oh, we're on an uphill grade again. I think I'm gonna close the injector for now. Oh, that's the other one. I meant to close that one. Just to get a little bit more generation rate up, because now that we're going back uphill, we're going to need that. This is too lumpy to be the Netherlands. Yeah. Also, look at that interesting forest they used back here. This isn't even just 2D trees, this is literally just a billboard. Okay. How's the hut looking? Okay. Okay, I'll actually allow it to generate a little bit more pressure as we're going. Right. Salute. This route is... Right, that looks like it's 116 downhill. The line never makes it that clear. Yeah, well, just now we were going downhill. Before that we were going uphill. Oh, you mean like it went... Oh, well, that makes sense. That makes sense, yeah. Have you tried tracking the engine behind the driver so you can actually see something? Well, in the USA they tried that with the cab forwards. I mean, there were some in the US as well, but... Well, in the UK as well, sorry. But not that popular. Yeah, I'm not that experienced with this particular locomotive, as I'm sure you can tell. Although at least now we're back up over 200 psi, which is good. Can I chuck an engine at you, Blue? If it's Queen, probably yes. That is so mean, why would you do that? Reporting this to Ofcom now. Good luck driving your Yaris Versa after that. There were engines like that for niche cases, but the concept never found mass adoption. Yeah. I mean, with oil-burning locomotives, it's much easier than coal burners. Okay, what's the grade? Okay, we're currently on a flat, and yeah, okay, so now we're picking up a little bit of speed again, good. Although our boiler water level is dropping, which isn't ideal. I think that's probably enough coal for now. Okay, so we're about to crest a hill. Once we do crest this hill, how many miles? 1.2. Once we do crest this hill, then I'll open the injectors. Although, to be honest, since we're picking up more cargo... actually, where are we picking up more cargo? Oh, we're dropping off cargo. Oh, right, we're dropping off, then coupling, then... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So since we're doing that there anyway, I suppose that would probably be the best location to open the injectors, since we won't need that much PSI. Oh, it's steam generation rate. I'd adopt it. I think it's a great idea. You mean being able to see where you're going? Okay, there's down Wincanton Yard, reverse, so we've got to go past that, and then drop off a little bit beyond that, okay. Save. They look like this, cab forward. I don't know how steam whispers work, Blue Sub. Steam whispers? What do you mean steam whispers? I can tell you how a steam locomotive works if you want me to. In fact, I'll be happy to. In fact, I'll do that regardless if you want me to or not. So... Okay, now we get to the downhill grade where we're picking up loads of speed. Where we've got how much distance to stop? It's under a mile. We've got under a mile. Okay, well. Yeah, I'm just gonna reduce the regulator down to 0. I'm just gonna open the... Actually, I'm gonna open both injectors. Okay. I'm probably also gonna have to slow down somewhat here. Actually, I'm just gonna have the live... Well, I'm gonna have the... just the live Steam open, I think. Well, which one's open? Yeah, that was the live stream one. Well, I know, actually no, I need the... Yeah, the live stream, that's correct. We're about to pass the down Wincanton reverse point. Okay. There are 2 cattle bands which must be coupled directly behind the tender. With all your work in setting 2, setting the junction manually to pick up the wagon. Wait, do we have to do that behind us now? Wait a minute. Oh, we've got... so we do have to stop on that bit. Okay. Hold on. That was not very clear. I thought I would have to continue past that because it didn't tell me that I needed to stop on the side, well, on that point. Yeah, okay, I get what we've got to do. Yeah, the boiler water level really isn't raising a whole lot. I'm gonna turn the exhaust injectors on as well. That is all I have to do, right? Yeah, we're draining... Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so... where do we actually have to go? Siding 2, which were... actually, center player. So, siding 2, which we are not aligned for, but we are now. Release brakes. And go. Right. Steam? Twitch. Ah, that's better. I'm tired. It's not rocket science. Let me chew. Click on their username in chat view and then whisper. I'll science you, Rocket. Rocket, as in Stevenson's rocket, you mean? Come on, just push. Why aren't we... Do we seriously not have enough PSI to push the train up this grade? Am I gonna have to wait to blow the engine up? No, not in that way, of course. We are moving very slowly, but I think that... like, we've got 190 PSI still in the boiler, and our goods train isn't that long. Can we really not push that up the incline? What's the grade like? Oh, well, 1 in 61, so that's what, like a... 1.8% grade or something like that, I think, maybe? 1.8, some, I don't know. Can I strap you to a rocket and launch you far away? I've not been whispering, I admit. Rather shouting. We are still live streaming, kids. Kang Fango, just saw the notification on the message. Which message, sorry? You're trying to bribe me. It was charitable, not bribery. AKA charitable bribery. Factorio vibes. Not trying to be mean, but please use the brake this time. Well, yeah. Oh, you mean when coupling? Or do you mean... Well, we were going... last time we were coupling, we were going like under 2 miles per hour or something like that. But yeah. Who's ready for a Whispering ASMR stream? Locomotive engineering explanation. Out of curiosity, has the huge fire down here made national news? i.e., do you know of it? Huge fire down where? What happened? Interesting. There's a hotel on the seafront. Almost said seafront on hotel. That was on fire for over 30 hours now. It's caught fire twice before. Once in 88 and minor one in 2017. But this one's the final nail in the coffin. It's caused a lot of disruption to traffic in the city centre. Yikes. What's wrong with it? It's not known yet what caused it. Might never know because they need to knock down the front to get the rest of the building extinguished. Ooh. Okay, what's going on here? We've got... like, I can put in more coal. Like, we're almost back up to 200 psi. Wait, why is the blower off? It said blower on. Hold on a minute. Does this menu always say blower on? 1 second. No, blower's off. Blower's on. Hold on. I think the menu might have been slightly bugged. Now we're generating steam pressure at a reasonable rate. See that... See, down here, do you see that item there? Blower. Yeah? I'm pretty sure that that always said on previously. But then when I checked this HUD, the button on the right, which is the the HUD blower button, was off. So I think that even though the menu told me that the blower was open, or on, it actually wasn't. That would actually explain a lot of things. Yeah, now that we've got over 200 psi, we can actually push the stuff backwards. Fun. Push! I can almost see the head. I can almost see the smoke box. Push! Keep pushing! Wait, no, those are its buffers. Is that how new engines are built? Well, in the Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends universe, yes. Okay, so we've got to decouple these trucks in the siding, then get the other ones, and then retrieve these ones. Although, thinking about it, I don't think that we heard the blower sound even. Like that hissing that you're currently hearing. I don't think we heard that before, did we? Although I am now gonna just shut off the shoveling. I'm gonna stop that, yeah. Also, open the injectors. Because we're at 0.55 boiler water level. Oh yeah, this is... See, this is much better. I was wondering why a Black 5 was having such issues with such a small terrain. It's because the blower was... By the way, if you the blower injects steam into the smoke box, creating an artificial draft, pulling the hot air from the firebox through the tubes in the boiler out to the front, which then means that that heat gets carried over and transmitted into the water in the boiler much more quickly and much more efficiently. And so it basically simulates an open throttle yeah. So that of course increases the steam generation rate much by a lot. Which means that we've got a lot more pressure to work with. And so, That's why it wasn't working before. Because I thought that blower was open, but it probably, at least if this is correct what I'm now assuming, it was closed. Okay, I think we can pretty much stop anywhere here, as long as we're past the switch, which we are now pretty much. Okay, so brakes. That should be plenty. And we're blowing off, lovely. Okay, so how... Okay, I am just going to use the button to fill in water because I don't think that I might just be missing a keybind for this old locomotive. It might have been slightly different back then. Also, we're picking up the vans, yes? Oh, we're picking up those two. So... Oh, those two vans back there, okay. Yeah, either I'm missing a keybind for this locomotive, or... Because the L and K keys, which usually... Yeah, they don't do anything here. Okay, brakes. Okay, now I've got to switch that switch. And I've got to... Actually, does that switch correctly? Yes, good. And reverse. Right, there's so much chat. I should quickly save. I happened to be at the highest point in Brighton today, and you could see all the water caught in the wind going off. Not really any smoke today, but a lot yesterday. I see. Alright, how are you falling up a hill? That's Train Simulator Classic. Apparently so. Not sure if Twitch is happy about that. Anyways, that wasn't when we were coupling. It was just a few minutes ago. Oh, I thought that was what Real Hunt was referring to. Have we stopped because Emichu has taken the engine to throw at me? We've stopped because I think that the game lied to me about the blower being open in the F5 HUD. Why are we going in reverse? Well, because we need to do a little bit of shunting here, and then we'll continue. Went too far. I'm outside pushing it as compensation now. Ah, thank you. Oh, what? Entity, yes! Rolled 28 on strength, eh? Big, strong train. Yeah. I'm gonna shove a bit more coal as well. Also, Emichu, have you seen the very first clip of any of my live streams? The one on my very first Train Simulator live stream that Kango clipped, where the game bugged out and accidentally routed me onto a platform that already had a train in it. And I had to very quickly try to stop the train. Hold on, is there... What's the button for the handbrake, if there is one? And how does one see if that is on or not? Okay, so now we've got to couple back up to our usual consist. That's enough water. If I were an engineer, I'd strap balloons to the top of the steam shooty matooty, so you can get fun balloon animals going around. That would indeed be funny, especially considering that it's superheated steam going out there. Yeah, we're on a 0% grade and we're slowing down this quickly. Like, is there a handbrake button or something that I'm missing? Because I don't really know why we'd be slowing down that quickly with the brakes off. Actually, handbrakes, I can just check this menu. Yep, sure enough, the handbrake was on. What button is that usually? I thought it was the... Isn't it the backslash button? Oh yeah, this is handling much faster now. Okay, almost there. And coupled. Well, buffered up. There we go. Try not to be late. We're already 4 minutes late. Let's just get going. Anyway. No dogs though. Hey! Who's ever heard of balloon cats though? That's the... Well, where was I? That's a colloquial term. 1 second. Are we blowing off? I think we're blowing off. Yeah. That's a colloquial term, yes. The actual term is steam shooting matooty. Jesse's literally right next to me, Blue. Take that back. Ah, gotcha. I double it. She pushing too. She's nipping at my ankles. Ah. Murderous beast! Taking my job away. I think that's enough coal for now. Because if I put too much coal in, then we're going to overshoot the ideal fire mass. Do they have tooth resistance? The ankles? Do they have their own teeth? Imagine if we ate from our ankles. That would be great fun. Well, then you wouldn't have to lean down to the floor to eat all the time. I mean, what? Okay. Now just to double check that all of the handbrakes are released. Yes, they are. Good. Phew. Water thought. Let's make it happen. Gets out surgeon's toolkit, and then says, "What? I've got proficiency in this." You could be small enough to do so. Did you do anything nice today? L, I think, relates to one of the injectors. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Because I think that L and O is the live steam. So L, the way I seem to remember it, is L for live steam, and then the button above it is also related. So L and O for live stream, and then K and I for the exhaust stream. But L and K didn't do anything in here. It didn't change any lever in the cab or any valve. And O and I just toggled these two. And so you've got the driver's injector live stream and the fireman's injector exhaust stream. And there weren't any other levers that were movable for this. I don't think. Maybe this locomotive just, I don't know. Maybe it works differently because of how old it is than what I would have thought it to work like. Okay, we did definitely, yeah, I did definitely kind of overload the firebox, so we're kind of choking the fire a little bit. That's unfortunate. Yes, make it happen, Sergeant. I'm vertically challenged, okay? Yes, it is. By the way, Amichu, did you see my message on last Sunday's train sim stream about the current project for character voices? I think so? Let me check. Ah, yes, I saw that. With your huge beardy eyes. Beardy eyes? That's not it. Imagine we had beards on our eyes. No? Oh, hold on. Oh, handbrake? X. X? No, X is the sander. Not the handbrake. I think? Yeah. Handbrake more. Oh yeah, there's the clip. Entering Kingsman, then 50s. How challenged. You'll have to wait to find out. Handbrake is X, apparently. I don't think so. I think X is the sander. Tempo gun lower. Okay, so we've got 1.6 miles again. There's a 15 limit coming up. Okay. As long as I'm ever so slightly taller than you, I'm in backslash, yeah, usually. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. If I press backslash here, it doesn't do anything. Actually, no, it does. No, it's forward slash, not backslash. So the slash that's on the question mark key, that's the handbrake. It's forward slash, not backslash. Okay. I have referred to my height many a time. I am aware. I remember once you were of the incorrect belief that you and I are the same height. Also, these messages include 2 Rick and Morty references. Do you think I listen to you? Hold on, do we have to set junctions manually? Okay, I'm gonna stop here. Just because... Center task. Oh, sorry, center... yeah. Okay, so we've got to go forwards and then go back. Okay, that's fine. Continue. I rescind my request to stop here. The try not to be late was a clear case of summersation? Sarcasm. Love it. Haha. Go back to the moment, sure. And we're speeding. I mean, we're probably going to lose thousands of points anyway for being late. Okay, so we've got to... Gotta go. Bit further and then back. Okay. So, next you'll be shouting, amateurs Troodon confirmed in all the streets. Well, Troodon, as far as I'm aware, is no longer considered a valid species. Species? Genera? I don't know what the specific term is, but I don't think that Trioodon is considered a scientifically... I don't think that it exists anymore as a scientific term. Troodontid does still exist as a term to describe a group of different species, I think. Again, I don't know these terms specifically, but a group of them. But the actual Trooodon, I don't think exists anymore, because I think they only found it based on like teeth or tooth fragments or something like that. Basically, not very much evidence at all. And then they kind of put everything else into that, where they found, oh, we found this animal now, we don't know what it is. It's a Trooodon. Well, we only found a bit of a tooth from it, so sure, why not? Well, you can see how that's not really enough to be able to have a holotype for a species. You're right about the handbrake key. Shows you often I use it. Shows how often I use it. Yeah. I think I must have accidentally pressed it or something. Or maybe it started out with a handbrake on. That could have been it, because we started out parked, so it makes sense that the parking brake, the handbrake, would have been on. And I think we've got to park our wagons in that siding on the left there. Hey, guys! Wow! Wow, like a pack on the cheek. Alright, I see what you mean. Right, so the siding we're just passing now. Yeah, that's what we've got to stop at. Emimu, is that you? Or what? These. Also that. What are those two? What, are those two different? Hold on. 1 second. And brakes. I'll have to investigate what's making that sound in a moment. I guess it was part of our train. Intriguing. Right, so Wikia.common. Oh, right, so that's from Walking with Dinosaurs, apparently, and then the normal Wikipedia page. Yeah. Oh yeah, well, they're ancient enough to be one. Haha. Imagine all the wisdom you would have if you'd lived for that long. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I mean, no. But yeah, Trioodon is valid to me. By the way, Shardise, I recently watched one of your MVR streams where you said you recently picked up a copy of TRS-22. That made me wonder. Ever thought about setting up MPS, multiplayer server for the community? Well, while I have picked up TRS-22, I've not installed it. And also I am not sure if the multiplayer surveyor is a default 22 feature or if that is a Trains Plus feature. I've heard mixed things from people. I don't have a clear answer yet, because the App Store page, the Mac App Store page, is written in such a way to imply that the multiplayer surveyor is a feature of the game. But then I've heard from other people who think that it's a Trains Plus thing. But so I don't know. Plus I don't really know how that works yet. And I don't know how much kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Moderation it would need on my behalf. Yeah, timeless penalty. Good work. Have you any idea of the trouble we've in? So we started out, and for hours I didn't know the handbrake was on, and then the HUD lied to me, telling me that you know the lever that opens the blower. Yeah, well, it was in the open position, but actually the blower was closed, and then I closed and opened it, and then it was open. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that was that. And that took ages. It was fun, but it took ages. So I'm not going to do this one because the Teachape pass we already did fairly recently. So next time it would be the 9F again, I think. Yeah, probably. And then we're actually going to get into some German stuff. And look, all the way down here, there's a cab forward. There's the Southern Pacific one. Anyway, I'm going to read chat, and then I'm going to end. Number, Troodontidie. True, oh, yeah, Troodon don't... What? Troodon, no... Troodon until I die. Oh, right. Oh, I see, yeah. Wikipedia says Troodon is a former wastebasket taxon. Taxon, that's the word I was looking for. And a potentially dubious genus of a relatively small bird-like theropod dinosaur, definitively known from the Campanian age of the late Cretaceous period, about 77 million years ago. That's so mean. Why did they bin it? They binned it because it was just not useful and was causing trouble. Because if imagine that you've got a creature, you only know this from like a tooth or something like that, and then you find and you say, okay, this is this species, specifically this species. And then you find another creature that has some bones that could feasibly fit with this. It's definitely part of the same family, but it's whether or not it's the same creature, who knows? You can't disprove it. And so you say, okay, we've now just found bones that belong to this creature, based on pretty much no evidence. But because it isn't disproven and they're close enough, okay. But then you find a different creature, it's a different species, same family, different species, and that could also apply to this fossil that you found. And so you could say, okay, well, this is Troodon, but actually, no, we've said that this is Troodon, but this other species has just enough claim to being Troodon, because you've got... So it's better to do it the other way around, where if you have a more complete specimen, to say that's the holotype, and then we'll find something else to fit with that. Or at least that's the way I've understood it. And so a lot of species ended up being put together under the name Troodon, and this species is Troodon, and that species is the Troodon species. And then as more fossils got discovered, they were then renamed and put into their own separate species. And so it just gets confusing with scientific papers that get written about these things when you get all these papers referencing Troodon and they're talking about completely different species. And so, yeah, that's why they binned it. You've been erased from the history books, I mean, true. Suddenly, Skeletor, about 77. Sad nano-tyrannus noises. Yeah, nano-tyrannus is the same sort of thing, because previously it was thought that nano-tyrannus was its own separate species, but then now the kind of accepted theory is that nano-tyrannus is actually a juvenile Tyrannosaurus rex, which makes sense given that from other tyrannosaurs we know that the juvenile kind of body shape and ecological niche was very different than the adult. And the same is also seen in, I think, Pachycephalosaurus is another commonly accepted one with Styracosaurus and Stygimoloch. Then we've got Triceratops and what was it? I don't know, Triceratops and another species. Might have been Styracosaurus? I don't know. There are plenty of examples of this sort of thing happening where juvenile dinosaurs look quite different than the adults, and so they originally get separated into different species when actually they are the same. No, they'll be confused when they come back. They won't come back. Their existence has been disproven. Sod the disprovage. They will return, I tell you. Too long didn't wait? I don't know, TLDW. They didn't like your tooth, so they cancelled you. No! It should be default for Tiers 22. I have access to it on my default install 22. Oh, well that's actually really nice then. And those do not have Trains Plus features enabled, even if you have the subscription. Well, that's really interesting then. I mean, at the moment I don't have the time to manage such a project, but it's definitely something to consider for the future. I would want to play around with the multiplayer survey on my own first, though, to get a feel for it before opening it up to the public or anything like that, but yeah. Shadows, as I understand it, the multiplayer surveyor and combined driver surveyor is part of the base game, but the surveyor 2.0 is part of Trains Plus, but I don't know. But MH2's not returned yet. Yay, for Cap Forward, this is 2020 wish. I'm back. Oh, welcome. Yeah. According to Blue, they have discontinued your name because you were only known about because of a tooth. And so you were a waste bucket. Your name was a waste bucket for other species. Assuming that your name is Truodon, of course, as Blue has assumed, I think. As for moderation, you can set up editing permissions for every user. Is there something like automatic backups where, like, every hour or so it makes a backup and then it keeps like the last 24 or so that you can then revert to if something messes up? I don't know. Oh, yes. Hey, oh, landlord. Hey, first we proved Jamie doesn't exist, now we're kicking them out of the house? I'd be happy to set up a server for you, if that's alright. Got some experience from running a private server with a friend. That is very kind of you to offer, but I don't have the time to manage that project or to contribute anything myself to it at the moment, unfortunately. But it's a good idea, and knowing that the multiplayer surveyor is part of Base 22, which I have a copy of, definitely opens that up as a possible future project. I'm not, but I can't speak for the landlord. What did I just walk in on? Dinosaurs. Your cancellation. Dinosaurs and Landlords, the movie. Dinosaurs and Landsaurs. Excited for when we get to the dinosaur episode of Rick and Morty. Styracosaurus, really? I'm not sure. It was one of them. It might have been... there was a ceratopsid that has been hypothesized to actually be a younger Triceratops with the horns, because with adult Triceratops the horns point inward and downward, but with the younger ones they pointed more upward in a more defensive kind of like I'm young, don't hurt me kind of way to the other Triceratops. I mean, maybe it's coming in Sunday? I have no idea. Later one. I'm going to read this a bit faster because Trudon didn't watch. Oh, right. No, Trudon. Quite right, that is what happened. Not name, no. Hey, Kango said it first. You got it all mixed up. I took the ball and ran with it. Jamie, doing poof to the void? No. Going poof now. Your words were right, Clapham Junction and a half. Only disorganizer did. I am allowed to say that they dropped an engine on me said they'd do it again. That's definitely. Pretty sure Multiplayer doesn't do backups like that, but I'm not sure. Yeah. I mean, with a project like that, if I had the time, which I don't currently, but if I had the time, then I would first want to play around with it myself and get a feel for it, and then actually figure out how it works, because I do still have a lot of questions about that. I said, so next you'll be shouting amateurs at Troodon confirmed in all the streets to respond to Albastrus with your huge beady eyes. And the rest is history. Dino Lords. Yes. Okay, finally got through chat. It's almost half 12. Anyway, I'm excited for... Oh, by the way, Albastro, did you manage to do the mod installation stuff correctly for 1.20.1? Sorry about sending it a day later. I originally sent it in the Purple Lounge, and then people got back to me about issues with that, and so I forgot to send it in the other one. But I remembered, and so I sent it yesterday. But sorry for the delay. Right, so tomorrow we'll begin the 1.20.1 world. Well, it's going to be a continuation of the previous one, so that's good. And also, I'm looking forward to streaming some Sailwind for the first time. I've never properly played it, I've only tested the performance, so yeah. Yes, I have. I sorted most of it the other day, so it was just the mods. Ah, good. Thank you. So you finished the 2 skins? Second class citizen, you blue. No, that's not true. We'll likely finish one of the 2 today. Well, it's mean. Gone, but not forgotten for you, and just forgotten for me. Urg, yay. What? Urg, yay? Kango, I think you're tired. Let's all head off then, yeah. Toodaloo, besties, yeah. Bye-bye, berries, indeed. Good night, bye-bye. Yeah, tired. Steel tires on you, yeah.